Yo, good morning. What up, GMG? Tuesday, October 29th, 2024. Look at that. Another beautiful day. Have a beautiful day. I got my co-host in the house, Tyler did it. How you doing? Good morning.
I am doing fantastic. It is a green morning indeed. Everything just rocketing up. And I got a fresh new hat, courtesy of Luca, the Pudgy Pingus, and my homie MedX. So shout out to him for helping me with this.
I think I have the same hat in like that box. I should put it on.
It's clean. Got the hoodie too. The Pudgies have some clean merch.
Wait, this is the Pudgy sweater you're wearing?
No. This is a different one. Just the hat for right now. Once we get a little cooler, we'll be getting into that hoodie. Winter is
I don't have a Pudgy hoodie. What the hell? I want a Pudgy hoodie.
Maybe rock some more Pingu.
I know. It's not enough to have my little Sharky in the back. I need to rock the Pudgy sweater on the show. I need a sweater, MedX. I saw you in there. I didn't know MedX was your plug. I saw him in the audience when I was doing my rounds of what's ups before the show started. So I definitely saw him in there. I saw you, MedX. I don't see you anymore, but I saw you. Was he rocking a bull cut Pudgy? All right, we need hoodies for the team. The whole FOMO Hour team needs hoodies. Anyways, today's show today. All right, what do we got? Everything is pumping. What's Bitcoin at? Ooh, oh my God, Bitcoin is 71.7. All right, well, we definitely just retested that high. We actually kissed it. We definitely just retested that June high right now, Tyler. So Bitcoin is looking good. We'll talk about the market in a second. Mando's going to be here in about 3 minutes. So he is about 10 minutes behind, but he'll be there. We'll talk markets as usual. Bitcoin Soul, all that good stuff. Tyler's top 1,000. I mean, this stage, Tyler will have 1,000 things to talk about every single day for the next 12 months. I think we're hitting that point, Tyler. I think we're there. I think this is where crypto is about to be fun as fuck for the next year. I cannot wait. I can't wait for the long days, for the long nights. I just can't wait for the whole thing. I'm ready, baby. I'm ready. Tyler's top 100, 1,000, 10,000, whatever it is. And then we'll do a robot spin today. You know what the vibe is. I took care of that earlier. There's a bunch of sprotos. Dude, Malays are 5 ETH, Tyler. All the Malays were swept. Yeah, so we've been giving Miladies away since 2.5 ETH. So for anybody who's kept them, not only, your ETH isn't up, but your Miladies are up. Actually, that's the funny part. ETH is actually down. We were like $3,000 we're giving them away, but it's okay because your Miladies up 2x, so you're fine. And ETH will catch up. Don't worry, I promise you. So Miladies, Sprotos, Red guys are definitely up 3x. So you're definitely gonna be able to win all of this, and then. You know what's coming. I'm curious. Does anybody else know the Galaxy's ad read by heart by now? We should do a thing where I get you up on stage, and if you do the ad read by heart, you win a spin or something. That'd be hilarious. I got to see your face, so you can't be reading. You know what I mean? Anyways, with seamless built-in monetization tools, Galaxy's enables development of sustainable long-term communities, fulfilling Bitcoin's vision of decentralized freedom and independence from centralized control. Galaxy's, who also will be a partner of ours for the Art House Art Basel, coming very fast, Tyler, to which looks like you're losing your invite, but we can talk about that later. Listen, if we're going to do something with redacted, you can't be talking shit, okay? Okay, Tyler. Anyway.
I'll make a long here. I need the invite.
This war is not over. Okay, it looks like SPX is triple topping here, and there's strong support 0. Anyways, Tyler, let's see what you got for us today.
For daily NFT and crypto analysis, Tyler D on FOMO Hour calls the kid can't miss.
Ready to bash some bears. I think our top story is Bitcoin up 4% at 71,565 here live. It looks like it was testing 6-month highs here this morning. So on an absolute heater with 1 week to go ahead of the election. In other news, we saw Trump is launching a stablecoin for World Liberty Fi with help from a Paxos co-founder. Decrypt broke that news. We saw Chainlink data streams finally live on Solana, featuring GMX as their launch partner. We had Vitalik, a couple updates from him. He clarified that he's not selling his ETH. In fact, he is adding that the foundation is only selling to pay devs and researchers while also publishing part 6 of his blog. So he's been active on the timeline. Shift 4 introduced pay with crypto yesterday. This is big news. They've got hundreds of thousands of merchants across the globe. Now they can use Shift 4 to Bitcoin, ETH, USDC, and more. So Stripe, PayPal, Shift 4, more and more payment processors by the day. Kalshi, their prediction market, became the #1 finance app in the iOS store. So that's a big milestone for them. The 1inch Dex secured a deal with Bruce Lee's family to use his likeness in a Take Crypto Seriously ad campaign. That was a fun story. But then breaking perhaps some negative news, Consensus laying off 20% of its staff here, announcing it this morning, citing the SEC and regulatory environment as the cause. And airdrop and protocol news, Grass. It launched its airdrop in TGE on Monday. It's opening up at a $260 million market cap, $1.1 billion FDV. Some decent size there. Magic Eden, their test token went live here this morning. So eligible folks will be able to go claim that. The Arena token portal went live ahead of the Arena airdrop happening later today. It's finally here for those who have been deep in the SocialFi streets. Parallel announced a Prime Championship with $500K in prizes. And then Jalilo Network raised another $11 million in funding from Animoca and others to build the Web3's most advanced rollups as a service platform. In memes and NFTs, Memecoin majors Very Green Doge leading the charge, up 14%. Shiba's up 10% as well. Memecoin Lucci, or Loose, tied to the Catholic Church's new mascot, was the rocket of the day. It ran past $40 million market cap on over $100 million volume. So let's talk about that. Bob Lax raised $6 million in a pre-sale for his upcoming gaming NFT product with a token. It's dropping on Solana. We saw the Runes leaders see Big Green Pups up 30%, Gizmo up 50%. So love to see that green. A couple NFT headlines. Artblocks and OpenSea announced a new partnership where Artblocks will help shape their future roadmap. And then MLS, Major League Soccer, dropped a new NFT collectibles platform on Sui with free-to-play quests for prizes. So I haven't seen a whole lot of folks chat about that. That would have been huge news a few months back. But that's
NFT platform not making news anymore is wow. That's very telling. Actually, that used to. I remember, once upon a time, that used to make the noise, like the art blocks and OpenSea stuff I saw yesterday on timeline, which I saw you talk about, would have made probably like a ton of noise back in 2021. But
yeah, that would have been the top story of the day, perhaps the week.
Yeah, it definitely would have been. Okay, so look, it looks like you have a ton to go over. We'll keep the price action stuff for when for Mendo comes on, because I mean it's exciting. Bitcoin testing June highs or nearly crossing them. You absolutely love to see it, and all of our coins pumping. It's even nicer. Damn, where would I even start? I mean, Shift 4, I feel like that was a really big news for people, because at this stage, like all the big payment providers, I mean, they're coming to eat MoonPay's lunch, right? I think they're seeing Keith winning a lot, and they're like, oh shit, there's money to be done here, right? Am I wrong to think that? It feels like it's very similar, though MoonPay seems to be quite a way ahead of it in that business, but this is a big deal, no?
It is. Shift 4 is bigger than I realized. So they are pretty extensive in the payment processing space, and now they're expanding into crypto. They have 200,000 plus merchants across the globe. Now they can accept payments in Bitcoin and stablecoins. This actually builds on their 2022 acquisition of the Giving Block, a platform focused on crypto donations. Some may recall that platform. And now Shift 4 is able to expand into various sectors, including luxury retail, hospitality, and international markets. And then with they're partnering with Mesh as a part of this, they'll be able to convert crypto payments into dollars instantly behind the scenes. So the transactions for the merchants are going to be very seamless. Jared Isaacman, he's the CEO and founder, he commented, "Our commitment is to provide innovative payment solutions. We are fully supporting this next evolution in commerce."
Wow.
We intend to lead it. I mean, this feels like an evolution or like this feels like the next step where a lot of these payment processors are going right now. And it's kind of like, why wouldn't you? If you're able to build the infrastructure to accept crypto as a payment, and it's not going to impact the merchants, because the merchants can typically choose if they want to actually just accept the crypto or if they just want fiat behind the scenes, it's kind of a no-brainer, right? It's just another ramp for you to accept funds. And as a crypto holder, I love it, right? It's just more and more chances for us to be able to use our crypto in the real world without having to convert it out to fiat in the bank. So I think the evolution, I mean, it's here. We don't have to say it's coming anymore. Like it's actively here.
Yeah, it's no longer like the future. It's just like we're there. It feels like this cycle, like we're like ready for it this time. It's almost like you're ready to sustain like a turbo bull market, right? Whereas like last time, it's like, yeah, we're getting there. Like I think last cycle we were still trading NFTs on OpenSea without having the ability to sweep, and then Genie came out, and it was like the biggest invention of last cycle, almost. You know what I mean? It feels like this cycle we're like more geared up for like, oh, 50 million people are about to come. Like we're ready.
Yeah, I mean, I think Stripe is arguably the biggest signal here. Like they started their crypto program, like I forget the details, but like 5 or 8 years ago, and then they shut it down. I think they saw that the space wasn't quite ready yet.
Yeah,
but now they're back. You know, to your point, and it is ready, right? Like now is the time. Like stablecoin adoption, just growing across the entire world right now. Folks are ready for this.
Yeah. Yeah, it looks like we're ready this time. So let's see where that goes, and let's see what it is in a few months, I guess. But it's definitely looking very good. In meme news, I mean, memes are going crazy. But I personally speaking, I'm not in it, but I saw it yesterday early on. I was like, oh, this is gonna be another Mudang. I just didn't feel like buying shit. But here we are. It's Luce light. I know a lot of people say everything's tied to Lucifer, but Luce means light, y'all. In Italian, $46 million. The Vatican, God's meme coin. Look at that.
Man, this one is painful for me. It's like I missed the launch, but I saw it on the first dip to 5 million, and instead of buying it, I just went to Twitter and reported on it. I thought it would. Admittedly, I thought it would have a short shelf life. Like I thought it could probably get to like 10, 15, but I didn't think it was going to be like the winner of the week. And boy, was I wrong.
Boy, is buying everything you skip again proving to be right. I mean, Tyler, we need an index.
Yeah, I need I'm on a bit of a cold streak. But man, this thing looks good. So the story here, the Catholic Church announced a mascot out of totally left field. I don't think anyone was expecting this. And it's this anime character. I don't think cartoon is necessarily the correct word. It's an anime character. It looks like a milady. It actually kind of looks like Luna too, the AI agent. Maybe that's some hope.
It looks like anything we hold. You know, it kind of has like, are those muggles? Does it have the Mog glasses? It looks like the Mog collar glasses.
Oh yes, very, very, very possible.
Wait, the hat is on. Oops, my bad. The hat is on. Look, it's got a hat. It's got a hoodie.
Yes. So I think part of the idea that they want to connect with the youth. So I guess this is how the Catholic Church wants to connect with youth. They of course have a bit of a sketchy past connecting with youth. We don't need to go there.
Okay.
But this coin, Luce, I'm gonna call it Luce.
It is Luce.
It came out, ran to 10 million, and then so like the dev apparently was in the Telegram crying about having sold his stack too early.
I mean, dev claims to have sold to Sol, right?
Yes, he apparently sold his whole stack for like $300, 2.7 Sol.
Wow, look at this.
And then we got the Beeple every day last night, ran to 40 million. You saw the morning pullback, and now it's already back up. It looks strong.
I mean, Mudang went to 350 mil.
Mudang was insanely viral. And again, like I'm totally mid-curving this. My mid-curve brain was like, there's no way this is going to go as viral as Mudang.
I mean,
Catholic Church is huge.
Have you seen how many Catholics there are in the world? And you guys are talking cults? I mean, isn't this one of the oldest existing ones?
What's the Venn diagram overlap between the Catholic Church and crypto buyers? I am curious to see that.
Okay, let's see it. Overlap. How many Catholics? Hi, Mando. How many Catholics own crypto? The Catholic view. Let's go to Reddit.
What is the Bitcoin? We gotta read this here.
All right, let's read it. So I know Crisis Magazine is calling it Catholic money and several Catholic churches are accepting it for offerings. But what do you guys think of Bitcoin? I personally own some because I do see value as decentralized, blah, 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 blah. So Catholic crypto. Edit. Forgot to mention the Vatican is working with Sensorium to use NFTs to democratize the church, which is cool. What the fuck? There was been Vatican NFTs?
Yeah, remember the Pope did some NFTs.
Vatican Library to award NFTs to donors in experimental project, June 2024. Wow. Wait, this is recent.
Yeah, I don't remember this one.
Wait, we didn't cover this.
He's been doing NFTs for a while.
I know, but this is like this summer, dude.
Yeah, I guess.
Huh. Interesting. Financial supporters of the project instead will receive a gold NFT giving them access to high-resolution images of all 21 manuscripts in special collections. Well, look at that. I mean, Catholic Twitter is absolutely this CT. Catholic Twitter.
What if they launched Luce NFTs, PFP product based off Luce?
Wait, you just gave me my next tweet. Hold on. Catholic NFTs.
Yeah.
Catholic NFTs. All right, it's live, everybody. You know what to do. Run those numbers up. My best performing tweets. Always during this show. Catholic NFTs. I mean, that's right. Mando, good morning. How you doing? And did you manage to catch this one?
I did. Me and Ovi both caught it.
I love it. We saw it. We didn't catch it. Rip. What do you think of it? Like, is this going to pull a Mudang?
Me and Ovi decided. We sat down last week and we're like, look, anything that looks like an alpha trade, you're meant to go into right now, and anything that looks like a beast trade, you're just meant to die. And when I saw this, or when he saw it, he just said, I think this is an alpha trade. So we bought it.
Yeah, it is definitely an alpha trade. I mean, it made sense.
But I don't know what that means. I just know that can run to like. Do I think this is like 100 million plus? Maybe. I don't know. It doesn't feel like that amazing. It feels like good, but it's not like, oh my god, this is the most revolutionary thing.
It's definitely not the most revolutionary thing, but
no. But I think
it feels like this cycle.
It's good. I think we're glad we caught one of these.
Yeah, it feels like the cycle is like something goes viral. If it's tied to like it goes viral like outside of our space, someone makes a token, people start pumping it, it goes up like crazy, and then on to the next one. It just hit 50.
Exactly. That's what I feel like. It feels like a 50. I don't know if it feels like a 200. You know what I mean? Like it's not as viral as Mudang, but it's probably as viral as 100 million. So like maybe it goes to like 50 to 100. But the good thing is it's going to be the mascot of all of 2025. So like, and it kind of looks like a milady. So it's just kind of funny. But yeah, I mean, I'm just glad we got one of these.
Yeah, it's looking good right now. We'll just hit a 50, so we'll see. Yeah. It's really wild, but you know, hey,
like, it painted a perfect cup and handle on the 15-minute.
The 1 second is looking great. I mean, look at this. Murat said to the GOAT, to Nachi, right? He said, need more time and big dips to prove community resilience and long-term belief and dedication. I mean, the Catholic Church has had many dips, and, since the Crusades. I mean, the Catholic, they've been around. They've been around. How old is the Bible?
Pretty old. Catholic Church, pretty old.
2,700 years. We're talking about a very long cult. God damn it. See, there's so many ways to bull post this. I wish I was in. I definitely wish I was in. Because this is such
Me and Ovi were just writing Latin to each other yesterday in the chat.
Okay.
Random Latin phrases.
It's so good. Honestly, I love it. I saw it early on, like as soon as Kook and Sybil and all these like people are starting to pump it, like Wizards getting on, you're like, all right. I see where this is going.
The Lisbon chat picked it up and they just took it,
Yeah, Lisbon chat picks it up. Lisbon Cabal, which Mendo was a part of. And then he sends it to FOMO Hour 10x later. True story.
I never sent this one to FOMO Hour. In fact, I think Tyler sent it to FOMO Hour before
I know.
I'd even bought
he faded it and then he tweeted about it. Classic. Good old Tyler. It's fine, Tyler, because you know what? We're gonna catch one of those. You know,
I'm not that big in this. I'm not that big in this one.
you know what it is though,
Um,
guys. Like I think this is going to be like a weekly occurrence. Like last cycle was like this. Like people forget like how like 2021 was. It's every single day there's a new, and it was an NFT collection, right? Versus
Yeah.
like a meme coin. How many NFT collections were minting out every day, guys? For like $3 to $10 million average.
yeah, that's
Day.
what that's. I think it's going to be similar to that. Yeah.
Yeah. So I guess it's gonna be like more short-lived, like maybe less like $500 million coins within a week, like Mudang, but more like 50 to 100 mils, like type of stuff. But we'll see. We'll definitely see what happens. Yes, Tom Cruise. It is Milady. It is Milady being adopted by the
one I think is going to go to billions is GOAT. Like I think that one is.
Yeah.
dude. It's having a good day today, huh? Like it feels like it found its bottom, Mando. What do you think? It's looking good.
I just think it's got a very different. It's now, like I said, it cemented that story, and I think that's like because I'm bullish on that as a trend for crypto. I feel like that's sort of one that people, and it's got that like enough bullshit about it that funds will buy it because they think it's like an AI coin. I genuinely think this one will go to billions.
It's not every day that Mando has such insane like conviction, but when he does, I'm just saying it's aged pretty well for the last 3 years.
But when he does, no one buys it alongside him.
Exactly. Do you know what usually happens? Is like usually like we all like, you know,
Not one person in that other chat. I think Tyler's got a small bag, right?
No, I've been piling in. It's my second biggest.
Okay.
but Tyler's been buying this dip. I think
Right.
Tyler's been buying this dip. I have not.
Last thing I've been like I've got buys at 780 million. So like I'm
Buying all the way up.
I can. Yeah.
Yeah.
I like it. So like when you look at some of the other like the animal coins, like they're all like stacked, right? So like for Popcat to move, like you feel like you need Whiff to move, and then like for the other Murad memes to go up, like you feel like you need the ladder
Exactly.
to all level up, and this doesn't have the ladder, right? Like it's kind of its own thing, which is nice.
Yeah, it's looking good. But you know what it is about GOAT, and I'm sorry, as someone who doesn't have any, it feels like it's within that narrative. It's the only one. Like it's got its own. It stands its own ground. Like it has its own narrative. It has its own story going on for itself. And it's not like Mark Andreessen's just gonna stop. And at some point, maybe he'll feel guilty if this thing starts going down, so he'll want to get more involved. I don't know. Like I'm just like, I know some Lex.
To be clear, Andreessen doesn't own any of it. Well, he said he doesn't own any of it.
No, he doesn't. I mean, I listened to the thing and I listened to his disclosure, but like, how many coins can say they have a 50-minute interview, podcast about it from Mark A and Ben Horowitz? None. Exactly. Apart from ETH. Indeed. But anyway, so that's looking good. I mean, we're talking price action stuff like this. We can do a little bit of market update, and then Tyler go back to some of the topics that you had. There's so many. I mean, but Mando, we were saying earlier with Tyler, I mean, Bitcoin looks like it retested June highs. We're looking at 715. You know, I know what you're gonna say. But
I mean, I should be doing victory laps on this goddamn show. Like,
so do it.
We should get clips of me saying this for the last 3 months. Literally every single day. I was like, yeah, I think the week before the election, I think you should be loading up in September. I think a couple of weeks before the election is going to start ripping. And here we are. Like, if you've been listening to this show and you haven't wasted all your money on getting wrecked on meme coins, then you should have made money. I think we are going to go through all-time highs. I don't think we're going to go through all-time highs before the election. That's my view. But I do think we'll go. So I think we'll probably bounce around this sort of area. This level of 71.5, like we have been. We've bumped up against that level like 12 times, 13 times, right? And we just bumped up against it again. I think people probably wait to see what happens in the election before we like fully top blast to 80K. And then honestly, I think if Trump wins, we could head towards 100K at year end. Like, I don't think that's out of the realm.
Do you think this would happen regardless of the candidate? Like, Bitcoin's looking really strong, right?
I think it probably would actually, weirdly. Like, I do think the market's like resolution. They like resolution about anything. But I think that you probably would have had a bit more of a tepid run to 100K. But I think with that, I actually think weirdly, like when Trump gets in, I don't think crypto is going to be like his number one focus.
Well, no,
like I really don't.
It's
going to be like foreign policy, then it's going to be like migration. And that's
immigration, yeah.
So I kind of feel like in some ways, like you buy the election, you sell the inauguration. You know, like I think the first half of 2025, I can't actually, like, you could have a bunch of stuff where it's like, yeah, he's not actually done anything, and who knows if the SEC continue to just like run riot against crypto during that period, like it's not going to be his number one focus. You know, it hasn't really appeared in any of the debates, right? And he's been talking about it less and less. He occasionally throws it out there, but like he's definitely not. Did it come up on Rogan? I don't think it's come up on many of his recent interviews, right?
Did he talk? It was too long for me to watch. I'm not gonna lie, 3 hours. Did he talk?
I don't think it came up on Rogan. I'm just trying to remember.
3 hours and didn't come up. That would be crazy.
Right, but that's what I'm trying to say. It's not a front and center issue like it was maybe 3 months ago when he was like really going at it in terms of policy. So that's I think Q1 next year. You know, who knows? Maybe then you get a bit of a sell off, but I do think you have to be long right now. Like, even if you have some volatility around the election, like I just think this could be a top blast. You could be heading straight to 100K by year end. Oh
wait, look at this. Tyler just sent this in the chat.
Yeah, some breaking news from Matthew Seigel out of Van Eck. He is their head of digital assets. They're saying
smart.
Yeah, they're saying that Vance is going to head up some crypto-friendly policy, even friendlier than the regulatory clarity that's being worked through in the House right now.
So that's actually a good point. Trump may just give all of this to Vance.
Yeah,
right? Because Vance is like a crypto. He's more savvy.
Sense.
He knows it. This could be one of Vance's like key things.
Yeah, it could be like, hey, you take care of that. Like you handle that. I'll work on like, you know, migration and all that shit, and you kind of take the new technologies type of. How old? I mean, he's much younger too, right? Would make sense.
39.
Yeah, he's 39, dude.
Wait, Vance is not even 40. Wow.
I think he's like right there.
Oh, he is 40. Oh, he just turned 40. Yeah, August 2nd. Got it. Interesting.
What do you think of him recently?
I have to say, Mando, and you know that at first I was not a fan. I think I said even on the show. Ever since his VP debate, my perception of him changed quite a bit. Of course, like I don't agree with him on a few points, like when it comes to, you know, I don't want to start
I don't agree with him either.
I don't agree with the two things. I can never agree with someone who tells a woman what to do with their bodies. That's not always my personal stance on the stance of whatever else. But so that's one thing I'll never agree with. Whether it's Trump, Vance, any other Republican, anyone in the world, I don't care. But besides that, like all of that aside, like I think this guy is like really like fine. Like, you know, that whole weird thing is gone. Like, and it's true. He used to be weird as fuck when he started. But maybe, hey, at the same time, like I wasn't given like VP seats, so I'm here like armchair quarterback, like calling him weird.
I think he is awkward. He's an awkward dude, right? Like, he's smart,
but he hasn't.
But
been.
He's quite awkward with he's quite good in an interview or a debate.
Like Theo Vaughn's interview was great with him. The Nelk Boy stuff has been cool with him. His VP debate was stellar. Honestly, like let's give it to him. Like he actually, in my opinion, he flipped it for Trump.
Great at that stuff.
That was the bottom of Trump, by the way. The bottom of the Trump odds was the VP debate. What do you think, Tyler? I mean, you're obviously like you're an American citizen. You're voting. Like, is your stance on Vance improved?
I thought he was great in the debate. I like him more coming out of the debate. I think from a crypto lens specifically, I would rather have Vance heading up crypto policy than Kamala or Tim Walz. I think that.
Yeah.
I mean, at this stage, anything other than Democrats.
Tim Walz doesn't have a single personal investment.
No, he's all cash under the mattress.
He owns no investments.
No stocks, nothing.
How wild is that?
He's got no stock, nothing. He said that he's got absolutely zero, right?
I don't want him managing crypto.
Yeah. We can talk through that, but it's a conversation for another time. I mean, he was a teacher and a coach, right? It's not like he was making a ton of money.
No, that's true. But like in terms of crypto policy, I think that's one of the main issues that we've had is that crypto illiterate people have been put in charge of crypto policy. Even Trump, Trump's comments around crypto kind of reveal that he doesn't know that much about it often.
Well, yeah, but the thing is that's why I tell everyone, like, look, brother, like BBC, New York Times, everybody asked me the same question after interviews, like, oh, we feel like Trump didn't know what he was talking about during your interview. And I was like, do you expect an 80-year-old to talk about
exactly. That's exactly what I mean. Like
that was my answer to all of them. It's like at least he's talking about it, and then he's gonna dump it on Vance. Vance is literally half his age, right? Literally like 80 and 40. He's like, and you know what's good is that Eric Trump and Barron and fucking Don Jr. are in the trenches. That's all I care about.
Can you imagine Barron? Baron running the crypto policy, man.
Yeah, he did say his son is the king of the internet yesterday.
Fun shitters for everyone.
It's possible. I mean, it's in the realm of possibilities.
It's in the realm of possibility. Do you know the year we're gonna have a pump fund if Trump wins with Baron Trump at NYU just like cooking up?
You gotta lock in.
I mean, speaking of which, yeah, well, you gotta lock in. This is coded. Right, man? That was coded. No shit. Okay. Do you like locked in, Mando?
I'm a fan of locked in.
I'm just trying to get you to pump my bags. Tyler, speaking of Trump, speaking of crypto, I mean, that was like breaking news out of yesterday, and it's in your, quickly, raffleball.xyz, BTC is the code. Sorry, website's not fixed. DGenTie, always on it. I mean, website wasn't working, fix it. BTC, you know how to spell that? BTC, rafflebot.xyz. I want to see some retweets. All right, I want to see some retweets. And just a reminder, if you won, there's a 4-week freeze that you can't win again. And if a team member wins, it's 50-50 split with a new member, with an audience member. And then if a team member already won, well, they can't win twice. Sorry, y'all. But, you've done well. You've done well. Tyler, speaking of which, it was part of your news, right? It was one of your top news. It was a Trump stuff. So what's the latest out of that? I saw Sander wrote about it.
Yeah, so World Liberty Financial announced plans to launch a stablecoin. The vision is to foster mass adoption in the DeFi space. And of course, this comes after they just raised $14 million out of their much larger goal for World Liberty Fi. The stablecoin is currently under development under Rich Teo, who is the Paxos co-founder. And the team is focusing on safety and security ahead of launching. This comes as a part of Trump's vision to make crypto and America great again. I think they also commented, this was mentioned in the article, like the business partners like the expected profits from the stablecoin industry. I think they've been referencing Tether's record $5.2 billion in so I think they're seeing the dollar sign potential.
It's so hilarious to even mention that.
Tied to
these are being honest.
We're gonna make Tether. That's what we're making, guys.
Dude, imagine Trump in office with his own stable coin. That's wild. Like, this is like, but you know what? It's kind of good because we don't want CBDCs, and he's been against CBDCs vocally before that, right?
Yeah, he calls it out.
Our stable coin will be so great.
It's going to be the greatest stable coin, the biggest.
American dollars.
Do you understand? Hey, listen, it's working.
They're anchoring it, the stable coins, to maintaining global U.S. dollar supremacy.
You ain't wrong.
I think that's going to be an easy one for politicians to rally behind. And yeah, he is anti-CBDC. He's talked about how, and I'm quoting, they could take your money, you wouldn't even know it was gone.
Yeah, they do that in China, no?
So
imagine you crossing the street and there's like a thing that knows that you crossed the street on the red light, and it just takes money out of your bank account. This is what a future with CBDCs are. Literally.
Yeah. The French government did that to me the other day.
To you?
Yeah, they just I didn't realize this, but like I owed some property taxes in France, and they just took it out of my bank account. Like they just like, oh yeah, they issued a fine, which like they just ordered my bank to take it out of my bank account. And I was like,
that's weird.
I've never seen that before in my life. It was the first time I even knew I had to pay the taxes. But I was late for it, so they just issued me a fine, which they just took out of my bank account without me knowing.
It's scary, right? I mean, so this is the whole anti-CBDC case. We saw it all comes back to like the trucker situation in Canada, right? When the
always fucking pseudo. I get it.
Their bank accounts, but that's how easy it is, right? With CBDCs, you just freeze.
Oh, Trudeau would love CBDCs. Oh my God, this man! Oh, he's just waiting to get reelected. Sadly, I think he will. This guy's on year 9 right now.
So what is the all-time high for Bitcoin?
We're almost there. The all-time high right now is 73.8.
Wow.
Why?
We're getting close.
Yeah.
72.
Pre-election. I always get bowled up at local highs, but
I mean, we're setting a high. Yeah, we are since June. We crossed that high.
I told you that this morning. We broke through the June high. Now we're back at like
holy
April.
Shit.
So the move, if we repeat the move from 55K to 71K.
So it was this one, right? It was this one.
No, 55K, just 55K. The more recent one we had where was it at 55K in mid-August? If we repeat that move, which is basically 2 months, we will by year end we'll be at 93K. So that exact percentage move will take us to like 93K.
Interesting.
Seems pretty doable.
It
Doesn't
seems
seem
doable, right? This is the other
to me,
thing,
right?
Mike. Once you get a 3K, a 2K move is not even 3%.
That's just a 30% move up, by the way. Like in numbers, like it's 20.
That's what I mean. It's like you have to recalibrate because suddenly a 1% move is now $700 in Bitcoin.
Where's Solana if that happens? 300? No, genuinely speaking, genuinely asking.
250.
I think 3.
Yeah. Where is it now?
It's 180. It
It's
just kissed.
It's
the
underperformed a
diagonal.
little bit, right?
It hasn't even broken that diagonal it's been trying to break, right? But Bitcoin did. And look at what happened to Bitcoin after it did, right? It just ran.
Yeah.
Right? It finally broke that level that has been trying to break for a long time. It kissed it 8 times, right? Now we're fully broken it, right? So I'm thinking with Solana, which lags a tiny behind Bitcoin. I don't know. What do you think? 30% move up here, like Bitcoin?
I think so. I think it could go to like 210.
So a
220.
30% move up, like Bitcoin, would put it at 230.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
But you have
250
some. I think there will be some FUD at the end of the year. I've said that for a while.
mean,
It's going to
when's
keep pace with Bitcoin, right? It's going to keep pace with Bitcoin, at least.
I guess so.
I did ask that question yesterday. It's kind of an engagement question, but I actually am genuinely interested. Like, if Bitcoin goes to 100K by year end, what is the thing that does a 3 to 5x? What are your top things that do a 3 to 5x if Bitcoin goes to
Pick 3.
let's say 95K?
Pick 3.
They would all be memes.
Yeah.
It probably
Same.
Popcat.
Yeah.
Do you think Popcat does a 3x?
3x on Popcat is
Yeah, from here it's tough because it's already moved
3x
so
on
much.
Popcat. You're above Murad's expectations.
3x on SBX.
I think SBX could do a 3x if that happens.
Giga.
Mog.
Yeah.
No, come on.
Moodang. Bitcoin rips.
Moodang. You know what it is though? I think it's just all
Moodang might.
No, seriously, like all Solana memes, I think would put that 3 to 5x. Like the main ones, like look at GOAT, right? You got GOAT here, maybe 2 to 3x, easy. You look at, I mean, you guys, I generally think WIF will put a 2x back to all-time highs easily with Solana pumping 30%. Like I don't see WIF not blasting through all-time high if Solana goes to $230.
Yeah, Frozen Grape says it was the opposite for NFTs. I do think there's some truth to that. Like, I don't think
It wasn't the
And
opposite
this
for
was
NFTs, Mando.
what this cycle has shown is that when Bitcoin rips, even now, right, even today, when Bitcoin rips, it doesn't necessarily lead to an altcoin cycle that has another thing. I don't think you can sit there and be like, all memes will do a 3x. I actually think it'll be much more selective.
I mean, I
do.
think Pepe goes to $15 billion here.
I think now that Doge has moved up, it does leave a little bit of room now for Pepe to have a run. Now
Look,
Doge and Shib have had a
Pepe-
go. Like it does make it look slightly undervalued, I think, again.
So Pepe 15 mil would be 2x from all-time highs. So it would be a 100% move. So around 34 here. So it would be this move. I think Pepe, a 260% move on Pepe would put at $15 billion. Do you guys think this is doable, let's say, by summer next year? Or look,
I'm talking by year end. I'm saying if
year
Bitcoin goes to 100K by year end, what are the things you're owning? It has to be a minimum of 100 million, right? I would chill at Epic on this, but like what I'm really saying is like, what is an asset where is in that, already had a good cycle?
I think with Doge moving Doge put the market cap of Pepe in one day, right?
Fog's not a bad idea. Some people have said that in the chat. Like that could do a 3x, I reckon, by year end on that sort of move. 200 million.
All those Popcat and same cabal. So it's like and I mean that in a good way, by the way. I mean that in the most positive way possible. This is actually why I'm bullish on it. Flog. I mean, I think it's the ones. I mean, it'll sound.
I think Moodang might genuinely. Like
it'll sound biased. Yeah.
Cabal loves
the volumes are just insane, right?
Moodang is Binance Cabal. Like I could see it happening for sure. Like look at what they did.
Is Moodang Binance Cabal? You think?
I mean, it's listed, so clearly they're involved.
The listing came out.
You know how much it costs to list on Binance? Don't
Futures is not that much, right? Because they get paid. You have to
futures. You're
remember,
right. You're right. Futures. I'm sorry.
futures. This is how they make all their money. So like getting listed for futures is not
Look at.
as hard as spot.
I think Mog would put it. I think Mog is an E. I think I'll say it.
I think Mog could 2x.
I think Mog and SPX here can 2x, but in a flash. Like I mean, these two coins could put double their market cap in like a couple candles, couple daily candles. I really mean that because it's happened though. Like these crazy things happen in bull markets, right? Tyler, why are you making that face? Why are you making that face, Tyler?
Because there's a glaring asset sector that you're missing right now. But
what is it?
I'll let Mando finish his thought before because mine's a little bit.
Thoughts.
I think my top 3 for that, for doing a 3x minimum of 100 million market cap, would be GOAT, FWOG, and it's between SPX and Moodang.
Tyler, what are we missing out?
I'm GOAT, Moodang, and Pups.
Pups! We all forgot about Pups!
With the Bitcoin rally. Go pull up the runes board right now. And
Bring it up.
Pull up the runes board. Let's pull up the runes board. Let's pull up the fucking runes board. Pew, 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 pew. Let's pull up the runes board. You know what though? He ain't wrong. Look at the bounce on NFTs, on ordinals, on Bitcoin going up. Bro, Puppets jumped 17 points with Bitcoin up to like highs.
I want to be clear. I'm talking about the runes and not the ordinals.
1 second. Let me pump my bags real quick. So like, look, a Puppet right now is back above 10 grand. It was 8K yesterday. Anyways, all right, runes.
Yeah, go to the runes board.
Wow.
Just take a look at the week. So I mean, there's massive green on the day. Pups was back down to 100 million, and now it's already back at 170. Quick 70% swing up.
Yeah.
And
I mean, this thing. I mean, people forget how fast this happened too, right?
so if Bitcoin runs to another 30%, if it just holds, it's going to be up at 200. I mean, I could see it get back to 500.
Yeah,
600 million.
Well, let me tell you something. This is where I'll be selling, because it's a lot of money. So it's nice though. But I see it. I mean, look, is Pups number 2 per market? It's tough to put in my market caps. You have all these $1 trillion market caps.
Yeah, you can't even look. They
You
got
have to go down here. It's so stupid.
DOGE is number 1. Pups is number 2.
So how many holders are there of Pups? Is that right?
10K here, but that's just on Bitcoin. So you have
Right.
more on Solana. I'll tell you right now, because if you go here and you go to, so it's 10,000 on Bitcoin alone, but if you go, it's
Pups,
here, right?
I would actually weirdly put
wow.
Pups in that sort of a list. Like, I don't think it's. I do think it's not
That's not
done that. Like at that sort of market cap, it's the sort of thing that's. You got to think of something unique, right? What's unique? What's a unique story? This is why I picked those 3. I think FWOG is probably the one out of those which feels the least. Maybe.
But what's
It's
not unique
difficult,
about Pups? Because runes are
No,
unique.
that's what I'm saying. It is unique. I think it's actually, in some ways, it's more unique than FWOG or Moodang. I think Moodang's a bit more like overall viral, which is why, and the volumes are just like, it's incomparable to Pups, the volume that people are trading Moodang. And I think it will get a bunch. If you think that all these exchanges are just motivated by money, right? Money per $1 million spent, like Moodang, they'll all be wanting to list it now because it's like, imagine how much money they're raking in.
Or will they want to list a bunch of other ones because they keep the wheel turning, right? They keep the fucking perps wheel turning, right?
Yeah, but I mean, it's on $1.2 billion of derivatives volume yesterday. Like that's just insane.
So, question:
Like,
how come this is not reflected in price yet?
Well, that's what I'm trying to say. Is that like, eventually, imagine how much money they'll be making if that goes to $1 billion. Do you see what I'm saying? It's like people clearly identify with it. So like you have to think, right, well, people then will make they want this thing to go higher because they'll just make more and more money the more it goes higher.
Yeah. No, that makes sense. I like it. I mean, I like the Murad memes here. If you ask me for 3 to 5 X's, like I think most of the Murad memes are going to pull 3 to 5 X's. I think from the top you're looking at 2 X's. So it's like 2X, 2X, 2X. It's like I'd look at like, I think this is the easiest way to go about, and I think he's right. But I think like if you go by market cap here, it's like, okay, well, Popcat 2X, SPX, Mog, Giga, another 2x. Bitcoin, that could be in for 3x because that you'd put it at $1 billion here, ticker Bitcoin because it's doing so well. Uppo, I don't know coin enough, but it's been performing really well. Retardio, lock in, Mini, and USA, then you're talking 3 to 5x territory, in my opinion, because they're like way lower. Right? But if
I don't really know the sub 100 ones because I think a lot of those could move. Actually, like I think a lot of those could move, but I think they're also like, whoa. I'm just talking about something that someone might just want to be able to set and forget to a certain extent.
Yeah, I mean in that sense, 2x levered Solana. Is that better?
Yeah, or you could do a levered. You could do a levered.
I mean, that's what I did. I just levered Solana on 2x with like a liquidation price of like $70. I just let it ride. You pay funding though. That's the flip side of it, but
yeah.
Over a short, if you say by now and end of year, I may never end up closing that long actually, man, though. Solana one. No, but seriously, it's like doubling your Solana stack.
Someone did that in the early days of going high. I remember on Rollbit, somebody had like
someone did that with Solana, and made a lot of money. I mean, I did that quickly over a weekend. It was like a huge trade for me, but like when it moved from 90 to 120, because I think people don't realize like these leg ups like make a lot of money on leverage. And it's not memes. It's much safer to do that with Sol, right? Like he could have done that with Solana in the 160s and been up really deep right now. So I don't know. That's just how I see it. It's safe. At what point does Ethereum do that? Like Ethereum has a lot of catching up to do. Is this a good punt? Like some upside of, and the thing is, every time I do this, then we top. But like, where does Ethereum has a lot of air to catch up to?
I just think you have to hold on to your winners right now. Like, you can't wait 6 months for us to break out of this range and then own ETH. Like, the market's told you that it's not going to be the thing that rips. Yeah. So,
I mean, Vitalik yesterday said, "Don't cancel me, y'all." He called himself retarded.
Did he?
Yeah. So maybe that's why it pumped.
Probably why it pumped. Yeah.
Yeah, right there, man. I don't know if you saw that.
I did not.
So.
I mean, in a DC investor, he shared his DC investor is a better investor than me.
That is an incredible thing to write.
I just retweeted the yes because it was so funny.
Yeah, it is pretty funny. Gotta give him credit. It worked. I feel like it's just like saying like, "Oh, ETH has to catch up," or "Oh, the ETH whales are coming."
You've been saying that all year.
It's like
the ETH whales are. Oh wow, yo guys, Bitcoin's about to hit 72K right now on the show.
It is.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man. Love to see that. One thing we won't do though, the Nifty boys did it again, is play Pump It Up on the show, because that usually is a really bad sign. But anyways, look, it looks like top gainers. I know we're coming on time, so we'll pick a winner in a second here, Sims, if you want to boot up the stuff. But Sui's back at $2 too. That's one thing that's bounced pretty well. If we're talking non-meme coins, because I know we talked really heavily meme coins this show right now, but Sui's been a good narrative so far.
Sui's a good coin. I think it's overvalued though at this level.
What a pump though, eh? It bounced from 1.6 back to $2. So that's been
still not enough going on there, in my opinion, for like it to be at that.
No, of course
they have the MLS now. MLS is dropping.
Oh yeah, there's an NFT.
MLS NFTs.
We've all been waiting
let's
for
see how
that.
my Catholic NFTs tweet is doing. Oh wow! See, these perform like crazy, bro.
Retweeted by the Pope.
I wouldn't be surprised. All right,
Can you imagine if we got the Vatican retweet?
Bro, you know what though? I bet you I will.
Wow, did you see Wiz's tweet?
Yo, I was gonna pasta that tweet and I didn't because I don't think it's
well, he posted it. Like it's just the whole thing is pasta all the way down.
I know, but there's hold on. That's crazy. 4 million views. That's 6.3 million views.
And Loopify did like an hour before him.
Yeah, but Loopify is really good at copying other tweets. Don't worry about it.
I mean, everyone's copied it.
Random draws. Let's go. All right. We don't have music. No. Fiction.
Or guys increasing when
fictional. You win. No. All right. Fictional right here. Red guy. Oh, wow. They're quick to coming on stage. Love to see that. That's a nice red guy, by the way. Wait, you guys don't make backgrounds.
Hello?
What up, Fictional?
Unreal. I went out of the house to be quiet in case this happens. So let me scream in public. Let's win some.
Let's go.
Come
Wow,
on,
look at
Fictional.
this. Noisemaker, audio engineer, 90s dial-up BBS Sysop, internet relic, a ANSI artist.
Nice.
Wow.
I was sitting at the computer all the time, but I missed out on, the good period from 2009 to 2013. So let's try and make up for it.
Oh my God. All right. Well, Fictional. I love it when a fan of the show wins and comes on stage. Absolutely love to see.
Yeah.
Let's see what you get.
This is going to be a good one, hopefully.
I'm feeling
What do you want to win,
Fingers
Fictional?
crossed.
What do you want to win?
Oh, I mean, let's go CryptoPunk, but I'll be happy with anything.
So punks, miladies. So I doubled the odds on the Spratos. And we got some red guys. We got to double up here, but it doesn't matter. So, all right. Well, Fictional, are you ready?
Oh, well, first off, thank you. And yes, certainly ready.
All right. Let me refresh this so it shows the NFTs. There you go. All right, Fictional. Let's get it. Well, you've yourself a new red guy, Fictional. Congratulations.
Hey, fantastic. That's a win in my books. Thank you very much for all the hard work you guys did.
Hell yeah. You're very welcome. Love to see you win here. Well, another red guy. Hey, red guys are 2K now. Red guys are 2K floor. 0.66 this morning. They're doing good. And wait, Orange. Wait. Rec drinks go live tomorrow. There you go.
Rec drinks go live tomorrow. You can go get them.
Rec drinks go live tomorrow. Make sure you're minting your rec drinks tomorrow, y'all, and support the fan. But we'll talk about it on the show again tomorrow morning, 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time for another episode of FOMO Hour on Rug Radio. Let's go.